experience a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Tennessee Titans. It's 3-0 versus 2-1, a good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Alabama man. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Incomplete. Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Allen. Flushed out right. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. One heck of a 3rd down conversion. 33 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. There to make the tackle, Khalil Mack.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Here's a pass swung out left to the running back. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
2nd down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Now, before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Second and 11 now.
12, 21.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Now throwing on first down and completing it. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 15 more yards there and quickly another first down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Eluding the pressure right, and that is incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Jones. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Flush to his right. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. And out of bounds right around the 20. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
At the 20-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They go back to the ground with Jones. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And he finds Cook. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
The Titans were number 1 in the NFL in red zone touchdown percentage last year, 77%. It's 1st and goal. Here's Garoppolo tossing quickly out wide. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. They'll run it with Jones. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
3-yard loss on the play. It's 3rd and goal.
Here we go. 180. 51, Mike. 13.
Garoppolo escaping the pressure right. And he's going to look that one in one-handed. What a catch for the touchdown. They do get 8 out of the pitch and catch. However, it's 4th down. Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. They'll go with Jones. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Aaron Jones, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Titans have taken a first-quarter lead. And this is good. Our score, 7-0, Tennessee.
Makes the score Titans 7, Steelers 0. Eddie Pinheiro set.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Taken about 7 yards deep. And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25, a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Brought down at the 26.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
On 2nd and 9, Allen, and that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They do go for it. Here's Allen. He's got a first down and then some in midfield. And all the way down to the 41-yard line. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards.
First down, Steelers.
Now a first down carry for Harris. The twat, and now off to the races down the right side. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Damian Harris, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
The game at 7. Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Titans offense set to begin the drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
From the 22, Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
And, partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
The Titans on third down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. To throw, it's Garoppolo. That'll be complete to Cook. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
The danger of a punt that good, a 16-yard return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9.
Now Allen. This ball complete to Rager. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Operating from the gun. Allen. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Oh, boy, he fielded it right on the goal line. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Titans will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they will begin with, should we call it, far from ideal starting field position, their own 2-yard line.
So what's your definition of ideal?
The 1-yard line on the other side of the field.
Yes, exactly right. So, yes, your definition is apropos in this case.
Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. And still plenty of time remaining here in this 2nd quarter.
Here we go. 120. Tight go. 11. Check 43. Kill. Hey, turn it out.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he will double the space they have to work with as they take it from the 2 to the 4.
Well, not a game that you're going to go crazy about, but when you start at your own 2-yard line, any type of space is good for the offensive guys.
Yeah, you just can't go backwards from here. They did it. Now we'll see if they can keep it on schedule here on 2nd down. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
11.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. He's got his man. It's Kendrick Bourne. return. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. What a play that turns out to be. 36 yards.
First and 10 at the 40.
Now we've got movement up front. I think this is going to be on the Titans. Boy, that's a 5-yard loss. Fourth down now. The false start backs him up 5. First and 15. After the penalty, it's Jones. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They get the penalty yardage back plus a yard. 6-yard gain, and it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
There's Garoppolo to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
From the gun on third, Garoppolo. That's complete left side to Shepard. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. And here's Joseph Charlton now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Allen. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time. I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a third down.
Throwing is Allen on third. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
56.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Able to hit his target, Claypool. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd.
Now whistles here before the snap, but it looks like one of the Steelers may have moved. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. Now Allen again. And he's going to drop this down to Harris, middle of the field. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans 30. Now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. And now it's second down.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
He's brought down back at the 16-yard line.
Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. This is intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it. He will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Set to kick off.
Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score. Returning it, Isaiah McKenzie. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20. Call it the 21.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Titans offense set to begin the drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
And a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Now a throw here on second down, and that's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
To Sterling Shepard. That's a gain of 6. Makes it
from the gun. It's Garoppolo. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try to take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
He finds an opening past the 40. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Damian Harris with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Steelers have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Steelers 14, Titans 7. Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now Garoppolo. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there. First down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Hey, gun.
Jones. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Here we go again. Well, fellas, here we go. Check.
They'll go again to Jones. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and check someone at the second level.
3rd down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup.
That's good for a Tennessee Titan.
A first carry for the Clemson man, Wayne Gallman. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 47-yard line.
Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Mike with you on.
Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Trying to get it to Anderson, but it's intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. 20. 10.
This is my mode,
and
baby.
he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Again, it's Jones. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
On first down, Garoppolo. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Shepard. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
4 receivers now, 3 to the right, 1 to the left. 2nd down and 4. Working from the gun, Garoppolo gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll be 3rd down. Garoppolo looks to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Uchenna and Nwosu got the sack there.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? As they score here, especially a touchdown, it's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. Their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down, and you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback on the expected passing situation.
He's airing it out for Williams. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Intended for Preston Williams. Incomplete. 3 and out. 4th down.
The Steelers send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. McKenzie now to return it. Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Garoppolo. And he's got some space here. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
Intercepted.
If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. Look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
A 7-yard pickup.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Good gain there on first down. That keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. The Steelers were last in the NFL in red zone touchdown percentage a season ago, down around 35%. It's 1st and goal. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Justin Reed. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5.
Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 5-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he gets out near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
At the 24-yard line.
Garoppolo now. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Uchenna Nwosu picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Looking downfield for Jones. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for his running back, Aaron Jones, that time. And it's 3rd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Play action. Garoppolo. Flushed out right. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And the return will stop right around the 25. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open. True. So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
At the 28-yard line.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
9 yards on the pickup that time, so he got more than half of it back, but it's still a 3rd and 8.
A 9-yard gain.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And that is incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
The kick by Carlson is good, and that'll push the lead up to 17. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Now, aren't I, though?
25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. The drive starts with a completion left side. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. Open man is born. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Shepard.
Garoppolo's pass.
You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And Jones has it over the middle. Touchdown, Titans. Aaron Jones. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Titans are able to close the gap just a bit.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Set to kick off.
And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the 4th.
No, not at all. And they're trying to get something going after one there. But you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
Right there. 54 miles.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
The ball carrier.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts.
On the tackle.
As the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Right now, the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. On play action, Allen, he'll fire it deep for Rager. And no, it's incomplete. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. Back to throw, Garoppolo. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Jalen Thompson picks it. There he goes left
Let's
side.
get that swagger, y'all.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Carlson on for the PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
Steelers 31, Titans 14. Daniel Carlson set to kick.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime, bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for Pittsburgh, they finish a perfect month of September as they move